What's going on, guys? It's your boy Neeks, back with some news, this time about Manchester United and their move or supposed move for a director of football at the club. And it ain't good news. For me and Manchester United fans, the news coming out is that Man United are no longer looking for a director of football. They are satisfied with the structure that they have in the club, and they feel that a director of football will take the power away from the manager and the other senior figures such as the head of recruitment, etc. This is when I saw this news, I wasn't even surprised. When you think about it, Jose Mourinho was sacked in December 2019. Prior to that, if I'm correct, I believe it was the summer. Could have been a bit earlier, but definitely the summer of 2019. Sorry, 2019, 2018. Jose Mourinho was sacked December 2018. So at least from December 2018, if I'm correct, it was actually from the summer 2018. Jose Mourinho was against the move to get in the director of football. And there was a lot of talk about him, the relationship with him and Ed Woodward having broken down. Jose Mourinho felt that, and that's when he started speaking about, well, he's just a head coach. Because they wanted to take that power away from the manager to make those kind of decisions in terms of transfers, etc., the strategy of the club. And he just focused on coaching the first team players. And he basically said, I'm not a manager anymore, I'm just a coach. As a dig at what was the proposed new structure. Nothing happened. Jose was sacked in December 2018. And then we heard we are now looking for a director of football. It has been over a year and a half since that claim. Quite possibly approaching 2 years since the claim that we were looking for a director of football. And some names have been bandied about. Darren Fletcher, Rio Ferdinand, some other names, Luis Campos, Paul Mitchell, many different names have been bandied about, but nothing's been concrete, nothing's been secure. And now we're hearing that we don't even want a director of football. And I'm annoyed. Now, an argument that some people will make is that we had a very good summer transfer window and we had a good January getting Igalo and Bruno Fernandes. Of course, in the summer we got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire and Dan James. On the face of it, those are good transfer windows. I feel Bruno Fernandes needed to be bought, for example, in the summer. And a better striker than Igalo, i.e. Haaland, who we tried to buy, should have been bought in January. Or if not in the summer, because of course we lost a lot of players. But, you know, you can't get everyone at one time. But I felt we could have done better business in both transfer windows. However, all the players we have signed so far have been a success. Different degrees of success, you know, from the Aaron Wan-Bissaka to a Dan James. But all of them have been a success for what we expect and what the price they cost, etc., etc. Is that enough good reason to not have a director of football? Well, we had a good transfer window Mourinho's first year, 2016. And we got in Pogba, Zlatan, Mkhitaryan. We won the Europa League. But the holes that not having a director of football in this day and age, those holes then brought to light the next transfer window. And Jose's talking about not being backed. So you can't just take one season and determine that because things are looking good, or the initial impact, the initial transfer window in question, since a few changes around scouting and recruitment had changed, it's good that this is the way forward. You have to, and this tells me that we don't know what we're doing. Because if you have a strategy to have a director of football, and then you change it because, I don't know, things are working as they are, that means your strategy to have a director of football was wrong in the first place. Who are making these decisions? Because if that was a strategy, there must have been reasoning given to why that was a good move. Why is that no longer the case? Now, my issue is, It's not the fact that we need a director of football. We do, as a Manchester United Football Club. As it stands, you can argue we don't need one because Solskjaer is somewhat playing the role of a director of football in his knowledge of the club, the direction we need to be going in, bringing up the youth. He's really linking, and that's what a director of football's job is, to link all the parts of the club to make sure they're pulling the same direction, which leaves the head coach to do the job of a head coach, just manage the first team players. Everything else runs behind the scenes. You manage you might argue, the most important part of the club. Solskjaer's linking the whole club together. Fair, so he's doing the job of a director of football. But there's questions about whether or not he's the right man for the job, i.e. the head coach job. The job of putting those 11 men on the field and getting results for the first team. If, for whatever reason, and of course they're backing Solskjaer, and I'm happy they're backing Solskjaer. We haven't backed enough managers, I feel, in different areas of his transfer market, etc., or with players in the dressing room, etc. They're backing Solskjaer. So as long as Solskjaer is in charge, I think we can get away without a director of football because he's doing the job of both a director of football and head coach. That's providing that the job of the head coach he's doing continues in the direction it's moving, i.e. getting better and better, and we're performing at a level that we should be performing at. If Solskjaer gets sacked, then what? Then what? I'm not expecting this, but if Solskjaer moves on to a different club, then what? If Solskjaer leaves, it could be personal reasons. Then what? This is the problem. Every manager we have had since Ferguson has had a different plan, a different direction, a different style, a different vision for his team and the club. And because there's no one above that person stating this is the direction we're going in, everything's up in the air. And this is the importance of a director of football. Because what that means is, by having a director of football, when the manager does move on, and in this day and age, that it happens with much more frequency than it used to. The direction and plan and philosophy of the club does not change. But if we don't have a director of football and Solskjaer is no longer in charge, I have to ask, then what? Who are we bringing in? Who is making the decision of the manager we bring in? Who is making the decision of the type of players that manager wants and that manager signs? Are they in keeping with the direction, the philosophy, and the vision of the club? Those questions for me, and those answers are too ambiguous if you don't have a director of football. Because it can change from one individual to the next. The director of football is not supposed to be a short-term role. He would be what an old school manager used to be, who used to be in there for long term. And the head coach is what might change. I don't want to say from season to season, but at some clubs it is. At ours, it might be on a 3-year basis. And that doesn't mean that the manager is bad or anything like that. But it's just the current cycle of these managers. Now, of course, if Solskjaer's here for 20 years, and he's doing the job that Fergie did, which was, I mean, even Fergie had David Gilbert beside him, but if he's doing the job that Fergie did with Matt Judge and Woodward, and he's linking all the parts of the club and being successful, cool. But then, even then, when Fergie left, and unfortunately David Gill left at the same time, what next? What then? The direction went completely array. One person making a decision, overruling that person, because their visions are not matched. And this is the issue. This is the problem by not getting a director of football. Woodward doesn't want to lose power. If he gets in a director of football, does he make the decisions? Is it too many layers now between Solskjaer and the decision maker in Ed Woodward? What is Woodward's role after all of that? Does he get diminished and pushed into more of a commercial aspect? as opposed to the top dog on the board. It's a power struggle, I would say. Solskjaer doesn't want to lose his power as what he classes what a manager should do, not a coach, a manager. Because if you're getting a director of football, you don't need a manager. The director of football covers the managerial aspect, and you're getting a head coach to do the coaching aspect. Solskjaer wants to be the manager of Manchester United in the mould by which he was under Sir Alex Ferguson. Is that mould and that style of a football club, that design of football club structure, is that viable in today's football? Where's the other examples of it? You can just show me the other examples where this structure's working. It ain't worked since 2013. So you really have to question the decision, and it just goes to show, for me, there's a lot of questionable decisions going on at Old Trafford that are bigger than the choice of manager, way bigger. I can understand why a manager wouldn't want a technical director if he feels that his power is going to be reduced, the type of players that he's buying. But that's why, and I said it after Jose went. I said the most important transfer or signing that we need now is a director of football. And the director of football should choose the head coach, or at least be within that decision-making process. You don't get in the head coach and then get a director of football. Because if the head coach and director of football are not on the same wavelength, it ain't going to work. Someone's got to go. And now the head coach is in, or the manager in Solskjaer's case. If you now try and bring in a director of football above him, it ain't going to work, is it? Because Solskjaer's like, well, I didn't come under this pretense. What job is he going to be taking from me? Because I'm happy with my job description. This is what I signed up for. And then Ed Woodward, you have to ask them what's his role. You've got Matt Judge, head of recruitment. You've got a massive scouting network. What is Ed Woodward's role after that? So I think it's all about power. If Solskjaer's in charge and his results on the pitch are cool, then I think in terms of direction, we're sorted. But if Solskjaer's not there anymore, I have to ask, what then? Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like and subscribe button. Share this video. Support the channel. And I'll see you soon.